Yes, yes, sir.
Why are the living entities put into different material situations?
Can you be a little bit more specific about them?
You see the rich, the poor, the blind, the healthy, the athletic, the one in the wheelchair, the one who goes into a rich school, the one who goes to a poor school. So why are these living entities put into different material situations?
Yeah, why is there so much diversity in life? Yeah, so we see, that's a good question. I think everyone these days is familiar with the law of karma. Hands up if you believe in karma. Okay, everyone, that's good. Yeah, so this shows how much the world is progressing now, according to Eastern thought. Previously, people did not understand these concepts so much. Even 50 years ago here in the West, people did not understand these concepts so easily. Things like karma and reincarnation, these were not like commonly understood things, but these days everyone understands. Just like my grandmother, she passed away maybe about 4 months ago or something like that. And she was around about 90 years old when she passed away. And when I became a Hare Krishna, over 20 years ago, then she didn't understand these things, karma and reincarnation and these things. These are like foreign concepts to her. But then, just before she died earlier this year, I was speaking to her and, we're having a discussion. And she said, "Oh, that's my karma." And I looked at her like, "Really? You understand?" Like that. So she worked this out and she understands now. And practically everyone these days understands that there is karma in our lives. In other words, as you sow, so shall you reap. So whatever you do, there will be an equal and opposite reaction for that thing. So if we act like a good person, then good things will come back to us in the future. If we act like a bad person, bad things will come back to us in the future. So that is the law of karma that governs everyone in the universe. So karma is not a belief, but it is a fact of life, or it is a law of nature. Just like we have the law of gravity, which is spoken about many times. So the law of gravity is absolute. It controls everyone. There is no one who is exempt from the law of gravity. It means all of us must be bound by the law of gravity. And karma is the same. As someone says, "Well, I believe in karma, I don't believe in it." That doesn't really make any difference. Just like you say, "I don't believe in the law of gravity," but you're under the control of the law of gravity. And you can say, "I don't believe in the law of karma," but we're under the control of the law of karma. And what is the proof? Because every one of us is situated in a situation which is beyond our control. All of our lives are out of our control to a certain degree. We have a certain amount of control or free will within a greater situation which is controlling us. Just like there's many things that have happened in our life so far which we didn't want to happen. Does anyone know what I'm talking about here tonight? One or two people understand the situation. Yeah. So there's things that we did not want to happen, but you can't do anything about it. That is karma. Karma means as you have sown previously, then you'll get those things in this life. So one who is intelligent, he accepts these things. This is what Krishna is teaching in the Bhagavad Gita and the ancient teachings of India. He is teaching that you must accept whatever comes to you because you cannot control those things. He gives a very nice example in the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita. He says, just like there is winter and summer. So now it is coming to summer. So we have no control over the weather conditions and what will take place this summer. One thing we know this summer, there will be a lot of fires in Victoria. It might be here at this farm or it might be somewhere else or wherever it is, but there will be a lot of fires, that's guaranteed. But none of us can control it. You can say, "Well, I don't want the fires." You can't do anything. It's summer. It's coming. Right? And then similarly, when winter comes, and then there'll be floods or there'll be cold or there'll be snowstorms or landslides or whatever it happens, these things we can't control. So certain things will come to us. That is called the law of karma. So good things will happen, bad things will happen. That is out of our control. So all of us are just swept up within this greater force which is governing all of us. So that is called the law of karma. So Krishna says within the Bhagavad Gita, he advises everyone to tolerate. Be tolerant. Don't try to change things which are beyond your control. Because most people spend their lives using their energy trying to change things which you can't change anyway. And what's a prime example of trying to change something which you can't really change that much? Right? One prime example is called marriage. Right? People spend 7 years, the first 7 years they have like all the statistics, first 7 years of your married relationship trying to change your partner. And guess what happens in the second 7 years?
Get a new one.
Right, can you just wait out?
Start again.
Can you just step outside for a minute? We're trying to have a spiritual conversation here. Right?
You accept each other and move on.
Yeah. The second, yeah, just like they say, the first 7 years you try to change the person. The second 7 years, right, you don't necessarily like the person because you realise you can't change them. And then the third 7 years, that's when you begin to accept each other, right? And you actually think, oh, okay, the relationship's good. And then after that, it says in the final, so if you can get to 21 years, then it says after that, that's when you really amalgamate. That's when you really can understand, you can accept each other. So the point is we waste a lot of energy trying to change things which you can't change. Right? And we try to change people, but you can't change people. People are the way they are. I am the way I am, you are the way you are, and we have to learn to tolerate and accept each other. So the reason we get so much karma forced upon us and we suffer so much in this world is we do not understand that these things are beyond our control.